So in the next two lessons, I'm going to talk about two different types of valve configurations as we're installing an irrigation system, or if you're working on one in a repair situation. There's really going to be two situations that we have, two different configurations. One is a valve manifold and the other is called the satellite configuration. We're going to talk about the manifold here. And I don't know if I've talked about this in a previous place, but now's a good time to do it. If you're brand new to irrigation systems, you may wonder why we have zones. And a zone is just a grouping of heads amongst the entire system. And there's really two reasons for this. Number one is that we generally don't have enough water flow coming into a property to supply the entire property. We can't water everything at once. So for instance, we're just going to talk about a residential property here that has a 5/8 inch meter, and that's pretty common for houses. And it's generally going to flow 16 to 18 gallons per minute. But on let's say a half acre property or less, you may have 25 to 27 different heads on there. And if those heads are averaging, let's say, 3 gallons per minute, usually the rotors are going to average 3 gallons per minute, and then the spray's a little bit less. But let's say that you probably, for the entire property, would have to have 65 to 75 gallons per minute to water the entire thing. So we don't have that in the supply, so we have to break the system into zones or groupings so that it can water one area, say the front yard, and then go to the side yard, and then go to the backyard, and then another backyard, and then the other side. So that's one of the reasons for zones, but the other reason is for the microclimates. It's very rare that a house or a residential property or a commercial property that the entire property is getting the same amount of sunlight. Usually in houses in a suburban situation where you have another house maybe 20 or 30 feet away, and maybe you've got fences between the properties, the sides are going to be wetter and shadier than the front and the backyards, and maybe even the backyard is a combination because there's some trees there or whatever. So we wouldn't want to have a full sun area being watered in the same manner as the side of the house, which may need just a little bit of water at a time, a few minutes versus say 30 or 40 minutes for the full sun front yard. So it's the microclimates and the flow that make us divide a system up into zones. So the first configuration type that we're going to talk about is the manifold. And what a manifold is just a grouping of valves on a supply line that comes in, showing some different examples here, but really it's, you have your main line that comes in and then it branches out like in fingers, and you have a number of different valves on those fingers that go out to their respective zones. So my recommendation is that you don't place more than 3 or 4, maybe 5 at the very max, but I try to keep it at 3 or 4 valves in a manifold. And if you're using a standard size valve box, which is usually 12 inches by 17 inches, I would say only put 3 valves in one of those boxes. And if you have a jumbo box, a jumbo valve pit, maybe put 4 in there. And for two different reasons. For one, you want to give yourself enough room inside the box when you take the lid off to be able to get down and work on that valve, rebuild it if you need to without having to dig the whole thing up. That kind of defeats the whole purpose of the manifold. You want to give yourself enough room to work with in there. And the second reason is that when the pipes leave the valves and are heading out in a trench to go out to their zones, you don't want too many pipes stacked on top of each other in that trench, because usually you're going to have your supply line coming in on that trench and then the zone pipes going back out on that trench. It just depends on how you lay it out and how your trenches are done, but you don't want too many pipes in a single trench. I've got a neighborhood, a really nice high value neighborhood right down the street from where I live, and I've been working in this neighborhood for 20 years, and all of the houses are pretty much plumbed in the same fashion. And if you have a leak on the main line and it's out in a trench going out into the yard, sometimes there's 7 to 9 pipes that are in a single trench, and you're going to have to cut all of those pipes open to get down to the bottom pipe. It's always the bottom pipe that's leaking, That's, you know, Murphy's Law or whatever, but it seems like it's always that bottom pipe that's leaking. And now you've got all of these different pipes that you're going to have to cut open to get to that bottom one. So my recommendation is 3 or 4 valves in a single manifold.